I'm sorry, viewer, but my dog ate my commentary for this video. What's up, peoples? It's aterraformer, played VIP3, and honestly, the audio commentary was so bad that I was considering of just taking the audio straight out because I don't record with Camtasia anymore and doesn't have separate audio. But through the mercy of just real life events, I accidentally had the audio not work because pretty much I plugged my mic in while I had the recorder open already, so it didn't register my microphone at all. And I'm quite happy for that because I said some things about myself mostly that were pretty negative, because pretty much you're not even really seeing it yet, but that's like, yeah, this is my first run of this level, by the way, just in case you're wondering. There's a secret exit in this level, and the game pretty much tells you exactly how to get it, but I misread the box. That moon's sitting there, so it must be placed on its thing, right? I don't know if the jump's possible. I never really cared enough to check, but this level's nice. It just does its thing. The secret exit's kinda, back and forth gameplay, but, whatever. It's fine. Yeah, so obviously it's not that hard if I got through it on my first try and whatnot, but hides a lot of things. That's a pretty, I don't know, it's a placement of a Chuckles that is good, but also pretty mean. See, what happened was I read that as above the keyhole and not the key, and that made a pretty big difference somehow. Not really somehow, it's pretty obvious how that could make a big difference. And I spent a lot longer on this stage than I would like to admit. And it was all because of that. And even after I reread the thing, I messed up in stupid ways. Because, you just jump on the box and then you jump up. It's really not hard at all. But, sometimes my brain does not work in proper ways, and I'm glad I waited that whole entire thing just while thinking, hey, that's gonna happen. I'm gonna need something else, and also a Koopa didn't spawn. That Koopa right there. And you can bet I was bitching the whole way through. Oh man, I am very happy that happened. I didn't show the paths being made. You can all guess where the paths went, but yep, it's the forest map, and they take a long time. And I said something like, "Is there a way to disable it?" Because I would disable it for any hacks I'm making, like jump for instance, but not exclusively to. Spoiler. Yeah, like I have the creative oozing out of my ears. Not really. I've still been sitting on 2 levels on jump for months, and another one I gave off the second half to Yoshi. Isn't that depressing? So I guess this level, I don't know, I don't like it because you gotta move the boos on the nets and then jump over them, and especially that big boo. I hate that placement because you literally have to backtrack completely and then jump over it. But I mean, it's really short, so you can't really be too mad at it. I don't even know how you would get at that box without dying, at least. So you can check out what's in it, but it's probably a singular coin and not really worth it. Yeah, should I talk about that? The thing that... No, I said enough in the section of the description section of the last video, which was ASMT. I said enough there, I think. And if you didn't read, you didn't read. Obviously, the situation wasn't as important. but it's alright. It's not that big of a deal because while writing it, I resolved my issues with it. Took me a while to do that. Not really sure how that worked out, but it did. A nice reset door, too. You'll be seeing the outtakes. Guess where it brings you? Well, just put it this way. You might as well use the pit as a reset pipe, but it's short. So, and, you know, oh, and you gotta wait, but I want to talk about the thing right now, because getting the VIP coins it's interesting, and it's alright, but it's kind of lazy too, and it requires a knowledge of the engine, which I didn't even know this counted or something, but apparently if you don't get the dragon coins, and sometimes you can go back into another section of the level, and they'll respawn, or if they're put in with map 16, which was probably just put in with map 16. But yeah, I like this level a lot better after going into the level, because when I was playing it, I was already in a bad mood to begin with. And then, like, I failed a few times stupidly to this stage. And it just, secret exits, like, I like where it's placed, I guess, but at the same time, it's one of those guessing games. I just happened to guess correctly on my first try, but its location is nice. It's well indicated, at least after you hit the switch. And, you know, I don't know how that would work, and I keep talking about things that are going to happen in the future, and I'm out of breath because I just recorded a video, and that was almost an hour. Probably wasn't a good idea to jump right into this one, but whatever. This microphone doesn't pick up my breathing as badly as my headset did, so that's good. And I think, is this the first run? Yeah, this is the first run. The only reason there was a cut in the way was just show the dragon coins. Like, I screwed up more getting the secret exit. Alright, talk slower, because I'm, like, having trouble breathing. So sad. The midpoint's hidden. I love when levels do that. Good thing I explore everything. Yeah. Yep. There's a cape to the right. I guess I didn't show that off. It'll be shown off for the secret exit, don't worry. But, oh, I thought of it now. Or not. What's going on here? Confusion. I should have fast forwarded this. I know exactly what happens. I'm farming for power-ups in the slowest way possible. This is so sad. This is literally so sad. And something happened. Movie Maker just got small, not minimized, but like the other one where it gets smaller and not full screened. It's kind of confusing because I wasn't pressing anything. I don't know. I really don't like this placement of a boo circle. I don't really like boo circles in general, especially after House of Turner, but this one is kind of obnoxious, I will say, with words that are barely being breathed, because I am barely breathing, and I can't find you. Don't know where I'm getting with these words that I'm saying because I don't know the lyrics. So I haven't listened to the song in a while, but I do like that song. You know, for a contemporary pop song. That dodge was too strong. I like when the bullet bills are changed for like a one level thing. I do. I especially like them in Peakaland where you can burn them. That's so nice. Like, I wonder if he changed the aspect of the shell hitting the homing bills too. Because that would just be amazing. Because the hacks I've been playing recently, I thought they could be killed by it, but recently I've been seeing that they are not killable by shells most of the time. Certainly not killable by fire, to my knowledge, but then again, how often do I try that? At least the cape works effectively. Talking nothing of this level. Well, I did for a second about the boo bullets. But yeah, I wish I had a level list where I can say the author. It's like Shigeru Huikawa, her Dewey. What? I just stole the name of the translator and just generic. Not generic, but I don't know, common, kind of. I don't know, it's one of the names I think of when I think of that. Or did I say Shigeru Miyamoto? I don't know. Somebody made this level, and it's a collab pack, and I like to be like all name credit dude, but it doesn't seem to really exist anywhere. Maybe for VIP3, which I'll be starting in 2020. Oh, I didn't fast forward this, did I? Oh, face farm. Well, I'm already partially into it now, so I guess I'm not going to change anything about it. But it's played a little differently, because now I have a cape. Could have made that a little quicker, could I? Could I have? Yep. Move the booze by going to the left or right. That's pretty helpful. I don't like that spike. I did that. I was gonna slow that down too, but I forgot that existed. So I didn't. Probably mostly because I didn't edit this yesterday. Instead I played ASMT. Which honestly I think it turned out better. Which, by the way, if you're here, good job. Good freaking job. If you're wondering, I beat a whole one segment of King Charles Castle. That's gonna take me longer than Boone's Mansion did. I'm sorry I flew over this, but I don't know what you really want from me. I guess you're supposed to hop on things, but I didn't really like it, and I didn't want to spend time on it. So I just did that. Yup. And by the way, these two, VIP coin, I don't know why that took so long. The 2 VIP coins for the last level and this level I didn't get. And I showed that just to show where it led me to. I didn't get them on that day. I got them after editing this. And I had a nice revelation when I was trying to figure out if there was a secret exit in the in that ghost house that I did. And there wasn't. But I discovered there was one here. And also, guess what else I couldn't figure out on my own? This. Because I don't have any reason to look at the top of the screen. I just never noticed that one tile. I wonder how I figured out that one. If I just revealed that I couldn't figure it out. Oh god, I need to stop doing that. I really don't know. Really good playing too. Just throwing myself into enemies. Somebody yell at me in the chat. Tell me I'm a bad person. Oh, they're mecha moles. Mecha Koopas. I didn't even realize that. So I was like, is this a mole? That's not a mole. It's a mecha Koopa. That's cool. I always picked up that spring. I was upset because every time I pick up that spring, I was like, oh, effing spring or something like that. I said, no, I didn't. I said the SH word once in a non-cutout place. But, you know, that's what happens when I'm already not in a good mood and I put on the recorder. And I recorded this instead of Bowser's Adventure, Mario X World, because of the fact that I feared it would go well. And for the most part it kind of did. Just finding secret exits are not something is my forte. And that really upset me. And you know, the second level, I don't think it took me too long to get it. What, and I don't know what that is. Some Jin something, I don't know. But yeah, I was like, oh, this isn't a real level. Awesome. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I don't even think it took me that long to get that other secret exit. Oh, I didn't even notice that. If you took the top path, you could really, really get some lives going. And I was like, oh, I won't need the life farm anymore. Whoops! Because I kind of went into the next sub-map, and I don't have full lives. But then again, it's the first one, so I should be alright. Theoretically speaking, of course. Keep trying hard. Oh, Vip, you're always so encouraging. And then you slap me in the face for trying. Sometimes. Actually, during editing, I decided I liked this level a lot more than I did whilst playing it. Because it's, I don't know, it's got some pretty good ideas going on. It's got like a singular firebar. I think that's the only firebar. Don't go after that power up right below me. It's just not worth it unless you have a red switch. I died to it a lot, and I showed it once. Doing this big is kind of a challenge. I got past it once. Yeah, but you see the goal there. Wonder if you can clip inside that somehow. The frame perfect maneuver. Probably not. But I don't know, there is like blocks kind of below it, so it's theoretically possible. There's something going on below it. So I love the aesthetics to here. I guess I'm kinda like Rauco in that regard. Cause I don't know, I don't think I really thought much of them, and then like they just, I don't know, now I really like them, so I don't know. I don't know when that happened. Maybe I never even thought less of them at any point in time, but I think the whole reason is because I never played Earthbound. It's such a shame, too. Them carts, man. Just a cart for like $200. No. Not gonna happen. I'm gonna find it at a flea market from someone who doesn't know what it is for like $2. That Dodge, though. And, of course, I'd want the big box. Just kind of theorizing out loud here. And it includes the manual with it. What? And then, like, earlier I was thinking on where all my Game Boy and Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance boxes went to. I threw them out. What was wrong with me? Like, I didn't even sell them to, like, even selling them to GameStop would have potentially been a better fate for them. But I put them in a landfill. I am a terrible person. At least by dying at the last possible segment part of the level that I could have died to, gave me the ability to show what that room was, and that's good. Getting kind of lightheaded for all the commentary I'm doing. That's a good sign or not. The second half is, you know, it's a cramped Switch puzzle thing, but I like it. I also like that, what I did there, somehow getting past it without taking damage. It just happens. And if you think this is it, if you think this is just the section, well, you're correct, because the boss door's right there, and you don't have to... Oh, you have to go through here. Don't know how to get that moon, don't really care. There's not a moon checklist list like the Way of the M by SMC's level engine, so I'm not going after caring for the moons. Which, if you're watching this, SMC, please fix World 7 or 8 or whatever Bowser thing is. I haven't played it myself, but I've seen Virus play it, and good lord, Every stage is a freaking auto-scroller, pretty much, but every stage has a generator. Some of them going on for way too long, some of them not having midpoints, which they should. And that final boss, though, I have no idea what you were thinking for that final boss, but please change it this instant, because it's going to, like, hurt someone physically. And I think it already has. It hurt my head just looking at it, but one tile opening that's moving, that you have to throw a block up through, and you're also getting shot at, and the 2 tiles that are safe are in the air, and also an eerie generator, and you have about 4 tiles to work with. And did I mention most of them are not usable? Yes. That's the funny thing about it. It got me angry, and I wasn't even playing. It's also after 3 rooms, which is wonderful. Like, I get it, final challenge, jeez, but so there's the failure takes of this video, and you can see all the horrendous mistakes I made with that damn P-switch. How does one even? How does one even is a very good question indeed. Thanks, Reset Door. You are the kindest thing in the world. Pretty sure that box has like a 1-up or something. No, or maybe it has a power-up like I suspected. So I was complaining the entire time. I was like, why would you put the power-up and it's only going to be the only power-up and blah 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 and you need a power-up to get it and blah 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 blah. I didn't even read that. I don't know if I even read that then, because it was probably a good hint. Like, all the hints have been good, except every time I have read them, I never got them, and have done a bad job at deciphering them. Did a good job playing here, too, which was just getting me more and more aggravated. Like, but what? How are you supposed to do this? I don't get it. I am an idiot player. Stuff like that. And doors don't work sometimes. I have to press the run button at all times. That's pretty much most of the deaths there. That's so weird. But I appreciate. Also, those Bowser statues are a weird palette. Don't know. That was my reaction with the time. I can still beat this, yes! But I failed. And I'm gonna leave it here because this music's very nice. And I was literally thinking of this song earlier that day. See you, everybody.